Welcome back, guys. This is Sergio with Caribou. I'm here today to talk to you about my current build, this 1983 Toyota SR5 pickup truck. Now, for those of you who are wondering what happened to the RC game, well, I was currently taken out of that, not because of someone or something major happened, but mainly just something else that came up, which is this thing right here. This was my dad's 1983 Toyota SR5. It underwent a major rebuild. A lot of time went into this pickup truck, which kind of took me away from the RC game, but it's okay. This thing is so much fun. Honestly, the build was incredible. The whole process, yeah, some of it was a little stressful, like where do I get these parts from? Some other parts no longer available, which were how to get used and rebuilt or reconditioned, put back on the truck. So what I'm gonna talk about in this video is pretty much everything that I did to this Toyota from bumper to bumper, not anything major when it comes to cosmetics, but mainly mechanical. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through just about every little detail that I did to this thing. Starting with the exterior, I didn't do that much to it, to be honest. A lot of the paint is, the paint is actually original. It just got buffed up and a little bit of polish, so it kind of brightens up the red a little bit. The rest of the components, like the trims, the mirrors, grille, headlight, bezels, all that got painted and reconditioned. Okay, now starting with the front, we're gonna start with the grille. The whole grille up here in the front was recently all coated, painted, and reconditioned. The emblem itself also was reconditioned as well. Bumper, same thing, stock. All right, as you can tell, the paint, it's all right. There's some areas where for sure we'll need a little work, but that's more like a patina style. Mirrors, they used to be chrome, now they're black. This truck is part of Jurassic now, as you can tell. There's all that, just been polished. There's another little Jurassic emblem. It is part of engine now, belongs to them. That's pretty much all it is. Some of the major changes on the outside mainly are wheels and tires, as you can tell. I went with the BF Goodrich all-terrains. Perfect. As for the exhaust, we went ahead and had Mob Worthy do a little bit of custom work. Windows were all replaced and retinted, including the windshield, the back glass, side windows. They were pretty bad, scuffed up. Just the windshield was pitted pretty bad. Not really good visibility from it during bright, reflective days. So now we went ahead and replaced it, checked for rust all over the hidden areas, repaired whatever rust we had, which was very minimal, so that was a big plus. The sunroof still has a very minor leak to it, which will be getting addressed soon. I'm gonna be replacing the top gasket on it. Hopefully I can find something to reseal the top. As far as the bed goes, let's check out the bed. As far as the bed goes, I did have to do some repairs to it. So there were a bunch of holes in the side of the bed here. Randomly, they were rusting out as well. So I had to plug them up with the welder all the way, both sides. And then after I filled them up, grinded it all down and cleaned it up a little bit. And if you follow me over here, I basically, after all the repairs were done on the metal, I sent it out and I had a shop do a spray-in liner, heavy duty, so that way it holds up to all the stuff that I throw in the back of it, which I probably won't throw very much to it, but it's there. And it does give it more protection and a little better look, because the top here, all this was pretty bad. So as you can tell, the inside is all good to go. All this cherry. This is, I don't know if you can see from there, but I'm pretty sure you can. There's this green box right here. That's more like a little accessories, you know, sweatshirt and some shoes and whatever tools I need for that day. This is weather sealed, so no moisture, no dirt gets in it. So everything's pretty much protected in there. And if I ever need it for an ice chest for, you know, the beers or the champagne, wine, whatever you want to put in there, water, sodas, blah, 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 it's there. Now that's pretty much it just for the bed. Now back to the exhaust. If you follow me this way, this is what we call a teardrop exhaust. Coming up on the side, perfect. It did get routed from the front, all the way from the front. It went past up there. I don't know if you can see, but it curves and it comes right back outside. And as you can tell, there's not too much going on with the body, just a little bit here. Nah, no biggie. It's all right, it'll survive. All right, now as for the interior, a lot of it was replaced. Door panels, armrest, speakers, the window handles, door handle opener. Steering wheel was redone completely. The seats were replaced because the stock ones were absolutely, completely trashed. The frame was all broken, falling apart. Dash was a little bit worked on, not completely. It's still a little cracked on top, but we went ahead and covered it up. All right, here we go, nice and smooth. There is the door panel, speaker, light kicker, sound pretty good. There are my controllers. It feels more like a backup switch in case the stock circuit fails. This is a backup. These are the seats, the new seats that I installed on it, which are actually really comfortable. Steering wheel, I went a little thicker, which actually feels really good in the hand. Center console, all the same. I went ahead and installed this cover here just to protect it even more. There's the other side here, just about the same. Pretty nice, not bad. Now let's move on to the mechanical part of it. We're gonna start off with the rear axle and the front axle. The rear axle was just rebuilt not too long ago. That was the last thing I did on it. The rear axle didn't really need much work to it. It was just a pinion seal that was leaking, which is no big deal. That was really quick. But let's check out the axle and the engine. All right, guys, that is a rear axle. As you can tell, it's looks a little new. All right, let's move on to the front part of it. New shocks as well. These are old man emus, very good shocks. So the pinion seal there was leaking everywhere, like everywhere. I resealed it in the front and we're good to go. Now let's do the front axle. There's the exhaust, all stainless steel. There's the transfer case, there's the transmission, and here is the front axle. That thing went into a complete overhaul. Completely rebuilt, left to right. All of it. New seals, bearings, gears, bolts, and there is the main power plant. Ooh yeah, look at that. So I showed you guys the rear axle, front axle, exhaust system, and transfer case, transmission. Now let's go ahead and show you power plant. So one of the major repairs on this truck, honestly, was the engine bay. All this right here. It was hectic. Starting from the emissions all the way down to the inside of the block. The inside of the block was complete catastrophe. So after I removed all the emissions out of the whole engine bay, then I decided, you know, let me reseal the block or portions of the block. So once I made up my mind and said, you know what, new engine. So I did. I ordered it, sent the old core back. I reassembled it with the new distributor, new high performance heads, shorties, new intake, new carb, new air filter, new heater hoses, new coolant hoses, new radiator, new and upgraded electrical fan, new pulleys, new power steering pump. Of course, it came with a new water pump, new belts, new oil pump, oil pan as well, new sensors all around just to make sure that all sensors work fine. The harness, I completely redid the harness, made it look cleaner, better, upgraded the grounds, took off the mechanical fuel pump and added an electrical fuel pump. So I have two fuel filters, one in the back, one up here in the front. I had already bought in the carburetor a long time ago, way before I started taking this whole thing apart, because the carb was gonna be the first thing to replace because it was just old, dirty, and not working well. I was just gonna throw a carburetor on there and run it. But then I did all this. So all this started from a simple carburetor replacement. All of this crap here. But the carburetor is working fine. It's running super smooth, maybe not as smooth as the fuel injected system, but it's running super smooth. Now let's bring you guys up closer so you guys can see all the components that I've installed. And all right guys, here is the 22RE. There's a beautiful valve cover, new wires, new distributor. These are the shorty headers installed. Plug wires are protected. New heater hoses here, all those in there. Of course, the air filter that came with the new carburetor, a Weber. New intake, all the coolant hoses have been replaced. Here's the electrical fan, which is like, wow, look at that. Super close to the belt and pulleys. Look at that, it barely fit, but it's in there and it's not touching anything. These reservoirs are stock. I mean, they're not leaking, it's just cracked in the top, but that's fine, whatever. The booster is OE still, it works. Fuel filter, regulator, gauge, and the car. There's new radiator, battery, new fuse box for the accessories. Alternator has been replaced with the upgraded alternator, much better. The coolant pipe as well, redone. Ran some hood lights up here, so I have some good visibility at night if I need to work on this thing. But yeah, guys, that's the whole engine bay right there. Look at that. Not bad. Not the world's cleanest, but definitely clean and organized. No leaks. That's a huge. But yeah, guys, that's it right there. That's the whole SR5 experience. 1983 Toyota. Thank you for sticking around on the Caribou channel, and we're definitely going to be seeing each other more often now. This new channel will be called Caribou. It's a brand that I've been working on for a while with a buddy of mine. This truck will definitely be a part of the channel. We're going to be using guns, doing tutorials, shooting things. We do golf a lot. We're avid golfers. We love it. It's amazing. So we're going to be incorporating golf in it as well. It'll be like an outdoors brand. So stick around, subscribe if you like. If not, we'll just keep watching them, and then we'll go from there. If you guys have any questions on what I did on the truck, what components I used, what other parts, what something I missed, maybe you want to ask me on that, go ahead, hit the comments, and I will reply to you. All right, YouTube, Caribou out.